Here we go. I used to be pretty. Big red-headed baby whose complexion was pigment-free, chubby from the top of my cheeks to the sole of my feet. Yeah, chubby feet designed so that the toes would always meet and even had the nerve to be knocked at the knees. But the eyes, ooh, the set of eyes I had on me were gorgeous enough to make my mama weak in the knees. Trust me when I tell you, I used to be pretty. I used to be pretty because whenever you would see my grandfather travel, he would travel with me, always rode shotgun. Nobody could have my seat. Only a cold Pepsi would make the trip complete. Then my mommy came to Carolina to scoop me, brought me back with her to old Virginia, where I would meet Tony and he would turn me into his wifey. Only 1 year older than 3. First he would fondle me, then eventually taking me, raping me, and making me into his personal freak. You see, I used to be pretty. I used to be pretty. When I looked in the mirror and saw me, I thought, wow, that's pretty me, until she came along and pointed out to me the fact that my nose was the wrong size for me, and then he came along and assured me that my dialect just didn't fit the rest of me, and then he came along and assured me that big girls just weren't that pretty. But I was cool as long as he could fuck me, even though in public he would openly duck me. But I became pretty again once he was inside of me. You see, I used to be pretty. Took a picture of me on my crusty knees. Number of likes, 1,081, 1,082, 1,083. Out in public, I get, you look so familiar to me. I guess that's because I used to be pretty. I mean, don't you think it was bad enough for me as a phone sex operator back in the 80s? But no, you had to go and visually blast me. I guess that's because you were sick of me being so damn pretty. I used to be pretty. Especially when you chose to marry me. Told your friends you felt like you had to carry me, but that was so far from the truth. You see, I had my own job that supported me. I had no need for your money. I only wanted you to see the love I had inside of me. Just needed you to see me as pretty. I used to be pretty. Donning onyx bags you gave me, catching stares for the many rubies and blue diamonds you gave plenty, never could hide them all, you see. I mean, the numbers just seem to grow daily. But now, now I don my Cinderella crown proudly because the likes of you will no longer hold me down. Yeah, I used to be pretty. Just like I used to be fat and ugly, but now I'm just chunky and spunky, and I don't need you to love me because I can do that shit by myself. No, baby, I don't need your help. All I ever needed from you, you see, was for you to accept and love me for me, but you couldn't even do that properly. Almost had me hating me, but I know what lies in the heart of me. That soul that would give her last graciously just to see my brother and sister worry-free. And even though now the downward is me and that love is not reciprocated so quickly, I still possess a heart for giving. And I know that you can't understand me, but there's always a method to the madness in me. So now, I stand and I shout very proudly, hell yeah, I used to be pretty. But now I can clearly see a truer beauty within me that no one, and I mean no one, can take away. Pretty may not exist anymore, but beauty is here to stay. Word.